This Friday, we have another roster update coming to MLB The Show, which means you got a big opportunity to make a ton of stubs. Real MLB action affecting overalls and, in turn, affecting prices. And I've got a massive list of guys that you need to invest in. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think is going diamond? Who is going gold this week? Leave a like. If you guys enjoy, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. But first, a quick word from Underdog Fantasy. Baseball is officially back, and that means Underdog is in full swing. And they've really stepped up their game this year with more player props than ever. It's as simple as it could be. You just pick a higher or lower on a player's prop, such as Ronald Acuna Jr.'s fantasy points, or you can get a bit freaky with the peppers. These are enhanced multipliers. You see Fernando Tatis hitting a home run would net you a 2.75 multiplier, dramatically increasing your payout. This year for baseball, Underdog is launching rescues. If a player in the starting lineup gets taken out of the game before his third plate appearance, you can be eligible for a rescue, which in today's MLB, where seemingly everybody gets hurt, is very helpful. You guys can use my promo code GOMES, and you'll get a $100 deposit match. I've been loving playing Underdog while watching the game so far this season, and you guys make sure to check them out. Thank you to Underdog for sponsoring the channel. Quick disclaimer, once again, here is the updated quick sell values of every overall for every card in MLB 24. There's a lot more to roster update investing than just a guy going up to diamond or a guy going up to gold. An 81 overall going to 84 is still really important. Or for another thing, for lower overall cards, if you're thinking about team affinity and how that factors into exchanges, think of a guy like Jurickson Profar for the San Diego Padres. He's only a 68, he's going to go a lot higher. So even if his price doesn't change that much, his exchange value will, and that can also really help you out. But let's begin. Baltimore, we're looking at Adley Rutschman. He started a little slow. He's been hitting a lot better. We'll give him a +1. He's been crushing lefties, needs to hit righties for a bit better of an average and get that walk rate back up to where it used to be in order for him to get up to that 90+ rating. Again, we always talk about 90+ being at a more difficult rate to pull, which means the price tends to go a lot up. Here's the new diamond already, Gunnar Henderson. As you can see right there, the market is definitely already moved on him, but he deserves it. Although he's a little bit inverted. He's not going to get upgrades across the board. Contact against righties is going to go down, but he's hitting lefties a lot better. Maybe he could go a little bit past 85, but definitely if you have him, keep him because he is a surefire bet to go diamond. We'll move on to the Boston Red Sox right here. Rafael Devers, he's been having a hotter couple of games since the last update. And Rafi, I'll say a +2. His average goes up, the overall goes up, just needs to slug a bit more. Go back to that Rafi power that we really know him for. Another Red Sox 78 overall, Tanner Houck. I do think he'll get to gold right here. He's limiting walks, but he's got to get that K rate up. Just for the record, you're going to hear me say that about 50 times for guys. They got to get the K rate up if they do plan on going up all the way to diamond, but a good investment right there for sure. Aaron Judge had a pretty bad start to the season, but he's back. He's right back on track. He's hitting .305 with 6 home runs since the last update. So like a +1, a +2. It's not going to affect much, but it could make him a little bit better for gameplay purposes. Juan Soto, his teammate, also hitting very good, but he got off to a great start. He's just continuing where he was early season. He could get 90+, even without a glove. It's pretty amazing. Also, Clay Holmes here for the Yankees as well. Now, the hit, K, and BB, all those stats could be better. His ERA 0. He's yet to allow a run. I can't stress this enough. Earned run average, ERA, is not, if you notice right here, a stat on the card. It's how effective they are at limiting hits, how effective they are at striking out batters, and how effective they are at not giving up the free pass, the base on balls. So you have to factor those in when judging if a guy's going to get an upgrade or not. Speaking of Jose Trevino, he's going to get an upgrade. We're going to have him going to gold, hitting for a high average. The former Platinum Glover, big contact buff. Anthony Rizzo, he seems to be back too. The Yankees are back. They're playing a lot better than they were last year. A couple. +1, +2. He's mashing righties right now. Gotta give it to him. The Tampa Bay Rays, we got Isaac Paredes, who is looking good. Of course, was kind of a surprise guy last year for him, and he's picking up right where he left off last year. A +2 on the brink of diamond. Give it one more update, and I do think he could get there. Cool thing about the Rays, a lot of people aren't really tuned into them. So if he goes 84 here, there's a ton of stubs to be made on 979 buy-in. Again, that's where it's not just the rarity going up. It's overalls. That's the big key here. We have Vladdy, cover athlete, and he's playing like one. He had a good series against the Minnesota Twins. I'll say like a +1 to 2, a contact buff and discipline. He's doing better, but he's still got a lot of work to do if he wants to get back up to those 2021 numbers that he put up. We've got Danny Jansen, who has been hitting like hell. A +2, big offensive boost all the way around. 351 batting average with 4 homers since last update. You gotta love it. And then Mario. The Yankees had Luigi, and the Blue Jays, they got Mario, a little bit shorter, Davis Schneider. He's hitting well, he can't field, but he's knocking on the door to silver. We'll say 74 overall for now. Hey, give it to Chicago. They've won a couple games here. They took, I believe, 3 out of 4 against Cleveland, which, a Twins fan, thank you. We need it. Garrett Crochet has, again, been really, really good. Easy gold, 12.7 K9 with a 0.53 BB9 since last update. He's killing it, going for 418 stubs, so there's a little bit to make right there if he gets to like an 81, 82, which definitely in the realm of possibility. For the guards, we're looking at the top 2, their 2 best hitters. Josh Naylor, he'll get a little bit of power. And Jose Ramirez, +2. Little contact, little power, nothing crazy. Not really going to move the needle, but a couple stubs to be made at that 300-400 price that he goes for currently. Now Emmanuel Clase. This is a lot more interesting of a case here. I'll say a +2 with a possible chance to diamond and a ton of stubs to be made. I love this investment. He's got a 9.7 K per 9, a 0.4 BB9, and a 176 opponent batting average year to date. So, he could get up there this update, but absolutely a shoo-in to get 84, which is guaranteed stubs right there. Moving on to the Tigres, the Motor City Kitties. We've got my front runner for Cy Young, Tarek Skubal. He just continues to shove on the mound. Give him a +2. He is looking fantastic. Now, if only the offense could show up, the Tigers would be looking pretty damn good as well. Well, not when they wear their City Connects. You can never look good when you're wearing those. Then we got Jack Flaherty. I think Jack's back. I'll give him a +3 right here. Ks are high, walks are low. He's pitching really effectively. He seems to finally have settled back into, 2019, when he really made a name for himself in St. Louis. We'll move on to the Royals, which we very might well have 1B in terms of Cy Young candidacy right now. Seth Lugo, fantastic pickup for the Royals. He's pitching great. I'll say shoot up to gold, a +4 to 5 right here to 80+. He's been great. His Ks are up, and he's not allowing any base runners right now. Gotta love what's going on there. And Brady Singer as well. Royals pitching staff has been very effective. Singer +2 to 78 overall. And then we've got the team of destiny. You know, the team that won 12 straight has been hotter than anybody in baseball. No homerism right here, but it's going to be a while. We're going to look at Jhoan Duran, who in my eyes is a shoo-in for Diamond. He's yet to give up a run since he came back from the IL. He's looking so damn good, and there's over 1,000 stubs to make. And that's only if he goes to 85. If he goes to 86, that's even more. My favorite investment of the week for Jhoan Duran. Pablo Lopez, not far off. He's been really good this year. Couple killer starts his last couple. 13.5 K per 9, 1 BB9 since last update. A lot of stubs to be made right there as well. And then a lot of hitters too. Max Kepler, again, like Duran, since coming back from the IL. Kepler's been fantastic. He's hitting lefties so much better. A 1,157 OPS since the last update. He's looking great. He'll get gold for sure. Also, I think Ryan Jeffers, maybe the best catcher in baseball right now, also getting up to gold. He's got a 218 WRC plus. He has 6 homers and 7 doubles since the last update. He's mashing baseballs right now. Also, Bailey Ober. Talk about guys just revitalizing. Coming back, that's what the Twins have done. Slow start, they've killed it since. Ober gave up 10 runs, I believe, his first start. He's been one of the best pitchers in the game ever since. I'll say a +3, 4. Yeah, let's be real, okay? We've talked a lot of good stuff about the Twins. Not gold quite yet. Carlos Santana, we're not done. He's got 7 homers since the last update. He's been crushing baseballs lately. And also, we're talking about Willie Castro, MLB The Show legend. He's hitting .464 against lefties with a .224 ISO since the last update. Big bat +5 to silver for Willie Castro. And now we're done talking about Minnesota baseball. Houston Astros, not a lot of wins to discuss, but a couple great individual performers. Kyle Tucker, he's got 13 homers this year. Astros have 14 wins. Kyle Tucker's getting real close to 90. I'll say an 89 overall for right now. Josh Hader, terrible start, working up. Say 83, maybe 84 here. He could be diamond and not too long. Great long-term investment. You got to trust the guys who are known to be good. Struggled early on, but you know he can get right back to it. Jeremy Pena, I think he's back. Of course, had big sophomore struggles, but now in his 3rd year, he's looking really good, hitting .333 on the season and due for a meaty left-handed power boost. Brian Abreu, I really like what he's been doing on the mound this year. Just needs to limit walks, and he can really go to the moon because the strikeout stuff is so there, and he's limiting hits as well. But he's going to get gold for the time being. Guaranteed stubs to be made. I love this investment. Moving on to Oakland. Mason Miller. He has a negative FIP, which is almost impossible. It basically means he couldn't really pitch any better. He's getting gold already. It's outlandish how good this kid is. Also, talking Shea Langeliers, he's hitting for a lot of power. We'll say he's going to get up to like a 76. He has 9 home runs on the year, like what he's been doing. And then Brent Rooker. Early season Rooker's back. He'll strike out like 35% of the time, but he rakes a ton. He'll also get silver. Moving on over to Seattle. George Kirby. Love what he's been doing. Needs to strike out more if he wants to get to diamond. The hit nine's going to go up. The BB9 can't really go up too much more. But again, guaranteed stubs to make on an upgrade right here. So I love that investment. Bryce Miller, another starter for Seattle. He's looking really good. Needs to get the case up if he wants to get diamond later on, but he's a shoo-in for gold. Of course, the market is already there for him. Then Munoz. Andres Munoz, kind of interesting case because he's a guy we know that walks a ton of batters, but he's working it down. But he's working it down. 3.78 BB9 on the season with great case stuff. He's going to get gold. We'll see how much more he can get, but if he keeps this up, the sky's the limit, really. Moving on over to the Braves. Chris Sale. I've said it before. He is awesome when healthy, and he's looking really good. He's striking out a lot of batters. He's not walking many. I'm going to give him 84 overall right now. You see, he does start tonight. He's going to be playing the Chicago Cubs. If he has a great start, he could potentially go diamond already. Lot of stubs to be made. I love this investment regardless if he goes this week or the next update. I really like that pick. Marcell Ozuna, I mean, what else can you say, really? The Big Bear. The only person hitting better than him is Shohei Ohtani. A +2 here to an 83. I would think diamond is damn near impossible with fielding stats that look like that, but he might just do it. He just does not stop. He is excellent this year. Moving on over to the Philadelphia Phillies. Zach Wheeler, he got a massive contract extension. He's getting paid like one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he's playing like one of the best, if not the best. He's getting 90 plus. I think this is a good investment because Lord knows how high that can get, especially if you're looking at Atlanta, if a guy like Acuna does go down from 90 plus. So definitely like the long-term potential on Zach Wheeler. And there's a lot of guys to talk about the Phillies. They've got one of the best records in the major leagues this year. Matt Strom might be a diamond. He's got a 14.8 K9 with a 0.55 BB9 and a 200 OBA year to date. He only needs 2 points. There's a lot of stubs to be made. Get him. I love the investment once again. He's been crushing it so far. JT, slight offensive boost, long-term potential. Very cheap to buy in right now. I don't think he'll get there this week. He'll probably get 83, maybe 84 if he's lucky. But all he needs is one big tear. Ranger Suarez, we're just going down the line. I'll say 84 overall. If he strikes out a lot within like 3 starts, he'll definitely get there. He just keeps doing what he's been doing, limiting walks, limiting hits, but he's got to get the K rate up a bit. Bryson Stott, more contact, more power, especially against righties. Also, 13% walk percentage. That discipline is also going to get a buff. 83, 84 overall for him as well. And then Jeff Hoffman, another guy in that pen, easy gold. 0.111 OBA, 15.8 K per 9 since the last update, and the walks are going down. Gold for now. Keep tabs on him. He could definitely get diamond in the near future. Moving on over to Chicago. Shota Imanaga. His ERA is under 1 on the season. I think you got to give him diamond already. It's been, what, 8, 9 starts? He's been so good. He's got a 206 opponent batting average, 9.8 K9 with a 1.5 BB9. He had another big strikeout game yesterday. I give it to him already. And the market's kind of already there. I'm not going to guarantee diamond for him, but he's going to get 84 for sure. They might wait one more update for the blue thing, but he's been killing it. I have no doubts about Shota. For the Reds, Nick Lodolo, since coming back from injury, been really good. He's going to go gold. Sub 200 opponent batting average, 11 K9, couple of great starts since the last update. Love this pick. Maybe long term, we'll see. He's got the stuff. Hit K and BB where he could get up to diamond long term. Moving on over to the Brewers. Bill Contreras, he's hitting 350 as a backstop while playing great defense. 87 overall. I could see this guy as a potential 90-plus candidate if they do move his fielding to where it deserves to be. Again, that's the great thing about Sony San Diego Studios. They do one defensive upgrade a year. So you better hope you're playing good defense around there because you really got to capitalize. He is playing great. Moving on over to Pittsburgh. We've got O'Neal Cruz, who started slow, but he's hitting a lot better, continues to crush righties, and now he's hitting lefties a little bit better. Like a 74 overall. It's tough, again, talk about the defense to move too high with overall and price for that matter, but he's a great Battle Royale pick. Moving on over to St. Louis, we got another diamond, Sonny Gray. I miss you in Minnesota, but Twins rotation's pitching pretty good. I don't know if we need you. 11.2 K9, 1.5 BB9, 215 opponent batting average. He's a lock, guaranteed stubs to be made right there. Ryan Helsley. Gonna give him 84, little bit more I need to see for him to get back up to diamond, but he's so cheap, only 1,000 stubs at the moment. He's got a BB9 under 1, which is pretty damn rare for Ryan Helsley. Just keep it up, and he will get there next update. Man, what else is there to say? Shohei Ohtani, he's just ridiculous. I mean, he's still hitting over 350. His K percentage is down. He needs a big power versus righties upgrade. He's just insane. So he's going to get better offensively. He's typically 9 days out of 10 up on inside edge pitching, despite him not pitching all year. This is probably the best card of the game. You know, especially for core once Season 2 rolls around, you're going to want to get him. So if you're looking at affording anything, Shohei should be your guy. Tyler Glasnow. The draft is going up, 87, 88. He's pitching so good. Excellent trade for the Dodgers. Also pretty good for the Rays. Dylan Diamond Dylan Cease, a lot of stubs to be made here, about 700 at least, and I think he could get up to 86 because he's got a 0.128 opponent batting average, which is fucking ridiculous. It is insane. 11.4 K per 9 since last update with just a 2.3 BB9, which is fantastic for a guy like Dylan Cease. He's gonna waltz into Diamond this update. Love that pick. And then also, we talked about it a bit earlier, Jurickson Profar. You knew he got the 99. This is a great exchange guy. He's cheaper, and he's gonna get a lot of points because, well, he's got 320 batting average and 7 homers this year. He plays great with the Padres. Not very good anywhere else, apparently. He's got to stick to San Diego. And then the Giants. Talk about late night Lamont. He's got a 472 on base percentage this year. He's hitting 329 against righties, 333 against left. So he's due for an upgrade. He'll get silver. And we will get out of here. That is all. A lot of stuff to talk about in this new roster update. A lot of new diamonds, a lot of new golds, and so many stubs to be made. Like I said, let me know down below in the comment section who you guys are investing in for this Friday's roster update. We got a lot of videos to come. Lightning cards coming this week as well. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.